I'm sorry, but she didn't say that. I promise you she did not. It's that time of year again, and no, I am not talking about Christmas. I'm talking about that the Valencia household is going a totally different route with our budgeting style. And I know you're thinking to yourself, why, Wendy? Why would you do that? You're so solidly budgeting every month. And I'll tell you, it's because my budgeting style does not match my personality at all. And that makes achieving financial goals that much more difficult. So I wanted to pop on here today in the midst of the deep kitchen clean because it had to be done. We were starting to be gross. I wanted to tell you why you aren't seeing a budgeting video this month, because it's getting changed in a big way. We're doing like 100% budgeting overhaul. And as y'all know, over the years, we've switched it up a lot. We've switched it up to fit our lifestyle, to make it easier on ourselves, or give us a little more flexibility. We've switched it up to tighten up on our budget. We've switched it up to incorporate people that don't normally budget, meaning switching to Everydollar to make Mauricio actually interested in budgeting. We've switched it up to try something new just for fun. We do it all the time. But this month I'm doing this because I need to revamp the way we're budgeting. Since I've been on YouTube, we've used Everydollar, we've used YNAB, we've used Excel, we've budgeted by store, we've done detailed budgets and flexible budgets. And before YouTube, we did the 50-30-20 budget, budgeting in a budget binder, and just a simple pen and paper budget. Trust me, you name it, and the Valencias have done it with regard to budgeting. I mean, we've been budgeting for well over 12 years at this point, every single month. And we like to try new things and experience new budgeting styles, but there's one style I always go back to because it's what works for me. So when you're budgeting, you really need to know yourself. Are you detail oriented, or do you want a flexible budget? Do you want something pretty and printed out that you stick in a binder, or do you want something fast and easy that you can manage on the fly? Every single person has a different budgeting style that works for them. And it really does take experiencing all different sorts of things to really know. Y'all, excuse my voice today. I know I sound like I'm about to burst into tears. There ain't nothing I can do about that. I trust you, I'm not. I may take a nap, but I'm not crying. I'm not sad. I just legit, it's like a week before my neck injections and my voice always gets super bad, right about the time that my injections start wearing off. So yeah, it's just life in the Valencia household. Back to the story. So I kind of want to take a survey, like an informal one. Leave me a comment down in the comment section and tell me what kind of budgeting system works best for you. Like, have you tried a lot and you really have developed your own system, or do you use an app? Which app do you use? Because people who use particular apps are generally diehard. Like the YNAB fans are like the most diehard budgeting fans I have ever met in my life. They're hardcore. I want to know what everybody uses. Are you an Excel person? Are you pen and paper? Do you have a budget binder? Are you all about the pretty? Do you want just something fast and easy? Do you use like the envelope system for your whole budget? Just curious. Plus, who knows? Maybe there's a budgeting style down in the comments that I haven't tried, and I might want to try it someday because I just haven't heard of it yet. So for me personally, and this is the exact opposite of the ideal budget style for Mauricio, but since I am the one that manages the budget from day to day, I am the one that chooses the budgeting style. And when we have our budget meetings, they're usually on the fly now. We've been doing them for years. So we can have a budget meeting in the car on the way to dinner if we're having a date night, or we can, have a budget meeting by me going, hey, Mauricio, get in here. I got to talk to you about something. So that's what works best for us, not planned budget meetings, which we try. So the plan that does work best for me must be, one, highly customizable by the month, meaning I can change the line item details 180 degrees in the different direction. Like, I might one month decide to have a budget category named unicorns because, we need another unicorn thing in this house. Who knows? It could happen. It has happened, not gonna lie. I also need it to be highly, highly detailed. because the way that I budget and the budgeting style that is best for me is I need to plan out every single cent I'm going to spend for like 99% of the things. And then that last 1%, I call it my cushion. And if you've been around here for a hot second, you know what a cushion is. A cushion is just a big old pile of cash that is to be used for whatever comes up. For me, mostly Amazon, I'm not gonna lie. It's a true story. And then I always have to incorporate my monthly expenses spreadsheet, my big spreadsheet that has absolutely everything I spend money on every month, sectioned out by month. And when that month comes up, I just sort it. And then I look on the calendar and I have my budget for next month. This spreadsheet has been a game changer for me, but it isn't the only way to budget. I guess I could budget off it. I had never really tried that. Maybe I'll try that sometime. But for now, this is the best way for me to budget. And if you're interested in getting that big spreadsheet that I do, or the exact same thing in a Word document that you can print out and put in your binder, or just, fill in with Word, I'm gonna put a link down in the description box, because when you sign up for my newsletter, you get that as like a freebie. And it comes with this super cute, pretty printable that makes a great reminder for things that you need to plan for every month. But like I said, I need detail in my budget. I really do need to plan out a ton of my budget, because what I'm finding is with my flexible versus fixed expenses is that truthfully, it's not working the way I want it to. I need a much more rigid budget. I'm kind of a rigid person on the inside, so flexible doesn't work for me. Maybe flexible is great for you, and if it is, then I highly recommend you check that out. But for me, so next month you'll see the opposite of my flexible versus fixed plan. It's going to be all fixed, 100%. Every single cent. You'll see a very, very detailed itemized budget where I have every single expense listed as an individual line item under like a bigger category type thing. Now, I need to finish this kitchen, and on the agenda for today, we have this giganto deep freezer. Like, it's bigger than this fridge. It's huge. And it is mammothly disorganized, and it is full up to the brim. And I finally, for October, was able to write some milk crates into the budget. So I got all these milk crates that I'm going to sort the food into, and I'm actually going to do a whole blog post on that. So be sure to sign up for my newsletter so you'll know when that blog post comes out, or you can follow me on Instagram and I'll post about that there. It's going to be pretty awesome. Or it's going to totally suck. I don't know, but I think it's going to work great. I am super excited. I have been dying to do this for about a year now, because I never know what's in our freezer, and I'm not the inventory type, which is shocking. What I really need is I need somebody to develop an inventory app for like groceries. If somebody would do that, I would. Oh my gosh, if you're an app person out there, please do that, because I need that. One that my brain's on fire now. I'm so excited. Ooh, organization. I'm thinking like one that says, okay, this is what I have in hand, and these are the things that I'm missing, and it automatically sends them to like my grocery list, so I know to get them at the store or my Costco list. That would be the best. So if you are a budgeting nerd like I am, and you are in the middle of a debt payoff, I am going to point you to Undebted, and I want you to check out this video right over here, because holy cow, Undebted is like the best debt-free tracking program that I have ever used. It has been fantastic. I really enjoy it. So head on over, check that out, and I'll see you in the next one.